Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. Guys, in today's video we are going to see an important update from Cognizant. Basically, in this video we are going to see the update related to Cognizant 2025 batch campus hiring updates. That is, the first phase results of Cognizant 2025 exam has finally been declared. Many of the candidates have started receiving their emails regarding their virtual interviews. So we will be talking everything in details. For the candidates who have received their virtual interview emails, when did they actually give their assessments, what were their assessments dates, and a lot more things I will be discussing, like your interview preparation tips, what you need to do before attending your interview, from where you can prepare for it. So make sure that you watch the video till complete end so that you don't miss on any of the important updates that we are going to discuss in this video. Before we start the video, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel, as I regularly post these kinds of helpful videos for all of you on regular basis. And guys, if you are not aware, I have a complete playlist on Cognizant Prep on my channel where you will find a lot of interview experiences of candidates who have actually got selected in the Cognizant GenC hiring. So make sure to prepare well from those videos, and I will also be regularly posting more interview experiences on my channel. Make sure to subscribe it so that you get the latest notification. So let's get started with today's video and let's see what are the points that we are going to discuss in today's video. First of all, we are going to see the exam timeline, okay, basically when the candidates gave their exam and what is the result updates. Then we are going to talk about virtual interview confirmation. Then we will be moving on to the important instructions for your interview, then resume and project guidelines, aptitude and technical exam experience, what was the cutoff that the candidate has mentioned for these exam in order to qualify for the interviews. Then we will be checking the interview role clarification, because many of the candidates still have doubts about what their role is exactly, either is it GenC, GenC Pro or GenC Next. We are going to talk about that. And then finally we are going to see some final tips for the candidates who are going to appear for their interviews. So let's see the first thing that we have. So guys, this is the email that the candidates have received. In this email it is mentioned that, dear candidates, greetings from Cognizant. We are pleased to inform you that you have been shortlisted for the next steps in the hiring process and are eligible for the virtual technical interview. Guys, focus on virtual technical interview, which clearly mentions that the interview is going to be virtual, okay, and not in offline mode. And the dates mentioned is 10th to 18th. So guys, few of the candidates have received these dates, few of the candidates have received the dates this, okay. So somewhere in the between 10 to 24, you can say the interviews are going to happen, and you will be getting a separate slot for your interview in some time, and then you will have a separate email for that also. We will be talking all of that in today's video. Let's see what is the updates now. So first of all, this is the first phase result, okay. You have to understand that first phase. Why am I saying first phase? Because the first phase result for Cognizant 2025 batch exam, because from last month only the hiring for 2025 batch has been started. Like GenC hiring for Cognizant is started for 2025 batch from last month. So this is the results for first phase, okay. And many of the candidates have started receiving their emails regarding their virtual technical interviews. The assessments date were: communication assessment candidates gave on 17th of April, whereas aptitude they gave it on 21st of April, and when it comes to technical they gave it on 25th of April. So candidates who gave the assessments on these dates have received their interview emails. So with this you get a basic idea that when exactly the assessments has happened. Now, as per the previous stands, the results was expected actually between 2nd to 4th of May, but it got a bit delayed, and now on 9th of May the results have officially been released. Many students who took the test between 25th April to 8th of May are now receiving the emails from Cognizant confirming their shortlisting for the virtual technical interviews, okay. Moving on, Cognizant has clearly mentioned in their emails, guys, that the interviews will be virtual. We have also read the email also, so you don't have to get confused whether it will be virtual or offline. And I would say it is a good opportunity only for all the candidates, because previously, like in the month of March when the interviews were happening for the GenC, it happened in offline mode, and you guys know, like when the interviews happens in the offline mode, there is a lot of difficulties that you might have to face. First thing is you will be a bit nervous. Second thing is you have to travel to the offices, to their offices, and then there will be panelists right in front of you. They can even see your expressions very clearly, and you can't even you showcase your nervousness, right? But when you are giving your interviews virtually, there is a lot of added advantage that you have. That is what it is important. So you should take the most of this opportunity, and how you will take the most out of this opportunity is you have to practice as much as questions which were asked, okay. So you have to prepare from these videos. And now let's see the important thing, okay. So see guys, the interview windows will be from 10 to 21st of May, as I have mentioned, and the candidates will be receiving their exact time and date slots via Superset. And the important thing is you have to log into Superset portal using your credentials, as your interview will be conducted from there itself, okay. You have to remember this. Now let's see the document checklist that you need to have when you are going to appear for your interview. Okay, although it is going to be a virtual interview, so you might be thinking that how we will carry the documents. You need to have a soft copy of your documents. So what I would suggest is create a folder in your system and keep all these documents in that folder. What are the documents that you need is you need your college ID. If you don't have, if you are 2025 batch pass outs, you are expected to have a college ID, because till now you might have not submitted it, but just in case if you are not able to have it, you can also have any other government ID proof like Aadhaar card. Then you need to have your resume, you need to have your mark sheets like 10th, 12th, UG and PG. Then you need to have your provisional or final degree certificate, and then you need to have your internship or industry certifications, whichever you have done. If not, then it is fine. Okay. Now coming to important instructions. So you have to be ready 30 minutes before the interview. Don't wait for the last minute. Okay, make your system check and everything, and just be prepared. Okay, and you have to dress formally. Now guys, few of the candidates last time were asking me that what does it mean by dressing formally. So guys, you just have to understand that it should not be very funky. It should be it should be formal. Okay, it should not your dress should not attract too much of attention. Okay, basically for boys it can be like shirt or pant. It should be decent basically. Okay, so that's what it means when it comes to formally. Okay, nothing is stressful about the dress, it's fine. Okay guys, next is you have to speak in English. Make sure that you speak in English. I have received these queries also last time that sir, our English is not very good and we have a good knowledge of the concepts, so is it possible that if we explain in Hindi or in our native language, we can explain the concepts in a better way? No guys, you don't have to do that. You should make a note that you have to speak only in English. Try to practice as much as possible, and as much as you can speak, you have to speak in that way only. Now you have to be respectful and professional. Okay, and don't ask any personal questions from the interviewer. Strict note to malpractices, all false profiles, it may lead to rejection. And guys, for exact detailed how you will get the questions, how you will answer it, for that already interview experiences videos are covered on my channel. Make sure to check them. Now talking about the cutoff criteria. So some of the candidates have mentioned that they have completed 2 SQL questions, 1 Java questions, and then they did not attempt the HTML, CSS or JS part, and they did pretty well in their aptitude also. So they got selected for GenC Pro. Some of the candidates mentioned that they did 2 SQL, 1 C# and HTML, CSS code, and their performance in aptitude was moderate, so they got the GenC role. So in this way only the cutoff criteria is somewhere around that only. Now talking about the role clarification, because I was getting a lot of queries about the role clarification also. So currently GenC Next or GenC Pro, it is not mentioned in the email that you have received, but don't worry, Cognizant will send another email later with the role specific details. In the earlier batches they followed the same pattern where they send this type of email first that you have been shortlisted for an interview, and then the role was confirmed in the next email. So you will also receive that next email soon. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I will also be updating it when the candidates start receiving that role email also. Okay, I hope so far it is clear. Now guys, finally before we move forward, there are some important tips for your interview that you should follow so that you are best prepared for your interviews. First thing is you have to keep your answer crisp and relevant, especially for technical questions. Revise your SQL, Java, basic DSA and any project work that you have done, because that is the most important part where you will be getting questions from. Now practice English, speaking in English confidently. Do a full system check before the interview so that you don't end up stressing at the end moment. Be honest about your skills, don't exaggerate. What does that mean? That means that for example, if you are aware of a language like Python, so don't in order to showcase your resume better or to have a good introduction, don't include all the other irrelevant languages also. Like for example, sometimes what happens is you might have seen 1 or 2 basic videos on Java, right? Tutorials on Java, and then you might feel that okay, let me put that also in my resume. But you never know, if you have put that, you might get cross questions on Java, and then if you don't answer that, it will have a bad impression. So that's why be honest about your skills. Whatever you know, mention that only, so that you will get questions around that area only. I hope these tips are helpful for you guys. I have tried to cover as much as possible in this video. If there is any more doubts, please let me know in the comment section. There is a lot of candidates who are in the same space as yours. They will also interact with you in the comment section, so you can ask your queries all together in the comment section. You can also join me on my Telegram channel. You can follow me on Instagram too. You can even ask your queries over Insta DM. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss on any of the important updates from my channel. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you next time.